Oh, hi there. So, nothing big going on. We're just in front of an active volcano. Kind of scary, I guess, but, you know, we're floating, so we should be okay unless it decides to erupt, which is, gonna be really unfortunate if that's a thing. But the reason why I'm saying this is because there's an update to the volcano for tech caves and stuff. And, well, it's interesting to me because there's a bunch of assets in here that would basically enable you to make a active volcano and possibly even make it erupt from some of the things I've seen in Devkit as well. So I'm kind of wondering if this means a volcano will have the ability to erupt on the island map, the main map that we all play on right now, unless you play on the modded maps and stuff, or the center, or Scorched Earth and stuff. But I haven't seen an active volcano in ARK except for the Dragon Arena, and even then, that volcano does not look anything like this. This volcano looks like the island's volcano, actually. And I actually took some time to compare the two, and they match up remarkably well. Because this is like the back end of the volcano, and you go in here and there's metal deposits all through here, all through this section. So I'm kind of concerned. There's also volcano sounds and all kinds of different eruption effects and stuff. So I'm thinking ARK is about to really screw some people up. I don't know if this will be an extinction thing, or if this is going to be for ascension, or how this is going to work. But I thought it was really cool. I wanted to show you guys because you guys can theorize now and maybe tell me a couple things you think are going to happen, and if you think this is a legitimate theory or if you think it's false. Now, I'm not aware if ARK has actually stated they'll make an erupting volcano, and I'm not sure what that will mean for the ecosystem around the volcano. Obviously, bases that are inside the volcano too, a heads up if you're in an alpha tribe, there's a strong possibility that your base might be about to get wiped out. Because, well, I don't think your metal's going to stand up to all the lava that's in there or the eruptive force that is Mother Nature. Either way, guys, welcome back to the ARK Devkit. Today, we're going to check out some different things like the volcano. I've got some volcano sounds to show you guys, actually, or rather listen to. I've got the distant one playing right now for ambience and stuff while we look at this volcano. Over here, I've got some creatures spawned in, the queen bee, a bunch of different stuff, and then I can look at the Kentrosaurus. And now the Kentrosaurus itself, I can't spawn in the Devkit, so we're going to move over to the live game. And I can spawn it in because we have really early access to take a look at this guy and see what it's all about. From what I've seen, it's a stego on steroids. Either way, I'm going to start off with the volcano. Guys, as always, if you enjoy the ARK Devkit, leave a like, and I guess I'll continue to cover it whenever they have new features and stuff, because I'll know you guys want to see more of that. So like I said, they haven't stated anything about the volcano being able to erupt, to my knowledge. I thought I saw something in the patch notes maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago about a volcanic eruption. I'm like 90% sure that I saw something about it, and now when I look today, it's gone. So I don't want to make the statement based off of my memory, because my memory is my memory isn't the best, and sometimes I mess up, so I don't want to make that assumption. But if you guys do know for fact whether it will or not, well, then leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let everyone watching this video know, actually, so we can find out more about this and look into it more. There's different models, there's different walls, there's different texturing for the volcano itself, and there's different smoke effects as well. I actually found an eruption effect, but I can't pinpoint it anymore. I don't know where it is, but like it was just massive rocks flying in like it was like a pattern that it would have came out of this volcano when I scaled everything correctly. And just to make note now, I'm not an actual mod dev or anything. I don't make mods. I just mess around in the dev kit because I know how to spawn things in. I'm going to speak to an actual modder soon and see if it's possible that they have the assets in to make this thing erupt and do all of its fun stuff too. The modder is actually Cheese, a very well-respected modder within the ARK community. He makes some pretty high-quality mods. So he'd either know, or the guy that made Monster Hunter, or the guy that made the Genesis mod, Psycho. So I'm going to look into that for you guys and see if I can find any more of that stuff. As for this stuff, there's not really much more. I'll let you guys hear the close, so when you're like right inside the volcano, basically. Granted, this is the volcano, and then we will move from there. So obviously now this is inside the volcano, but one thing that I do notice is this is almost identical to the Dragon Arena sound when you are inside the Dragon Arena. Now, I would not doubt if some of these assets are recycled from the Dragon Arena themselves, but I don't see why they would make another version of the volcano that's on the island map and then have custom textures for it to look reactivated. Like, this is not on the normal island map from what I understand. Every time I've seen the volcano, I have never, ever, ever seen volcanic molten magma or anything. Like, I haven't seen any of that stuff on it. And this texture, everything lines up correctly. So, I mean, it's pointing towards the volcano becoming active. And if you're on the volcano, please be wary that you're going to have to move your stuff really, really soon, because it's going to be a bad time. Either way, that's enough on the volcano, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you think it's going to be an actual thing, or, well, if I'm completely and totally wrong, because that is also a possibility. I'm kind of hoping I am wrong, because, well, I don't want people to have bases in here and then have them all just completely destroyed. It's also a really nice metal spawn and crystal spawn, too, in here. I also heard a rumor that for Ascension, you're going to have to travel inside the volcano for all of that stuff. But either way, let's go ahead. Now, we're going to check out the bee first. So what I'm going to do, because I have all the animations loaded up here, I'm going to go in, we're going to play on this map, look at these, check out the new tech turrets too, because there's a new version of it. The tech replicator, I think, is what this is right here. No, the tech cloning chamber, my bad, I messed that up. And then we'll move over to the live game to check out the Kentrosaurus in-game. See, if we weren't in the dev kit, I would not be doing this right now. I don't like bugs at all. I really don't like bugs, especially bees. Especially monstrous bees that look like they're... Oh, God, this guy has super gonorrhea on his ass. Or girl. I think this is the queen bee. I'm not sure. I can show you the queen bee, too, in-game. Because we have that in the mod as well. But this is the giant bee my dev kit decided to freeze. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right, so these are the giant bees that people have been freaking out about. This guy's actually doing a little bit of twerking for you. See, he's just showing you that if you let him around your lap, well, he'll stab your dick off unless you're a girl, in which case you're safe. Go girls, I guess. Yeah. This is the giant bee people have been freaking out about. This is also a creature that I covered in the last dev kit. I'm going to quickly go over that one, and I think that one over there too, because I've covered these already. But I'll give you some information on the dossier anyways. But anyways, before I get off track, they have a bite attack. They have a sting attack. I would assume the sting attack is going to infect you with some kind of super AIDS or malaria or just something horrible, and you're probably going to die if you get stung by that. Let alone, look at how big that freaking stinger is. Granted, this might not be to scale right now unless it's the queen bee, but look how big that stinger is. That's like a freaking kitchen knife being stabbed in you. Can you imagine that thing just like crawling up on top of you while you're sleeping and just stabbing you in the belly button? Like right through your freaking spine, you're paralyzed, and then it starts munching down on your face because there's absolutely nothing you can do. And well, not like it helped severing your spinal cord, because you can still feel everything from the shoulders up, I guess, or hips up. I don't know how that works. You know, you get the idea, guys. The important information about this creature is that they never stray far from their nest, so you're probably going to find beehives around, but you're only going to really find them in like the redwood. Now, I would think, automatically assuming without reading the dossier, there's going to be honey of some sort. And now what's honey going to be for? Medical properties? Is it going to be used to clear diseases and stuff like that? Like, I'm kind of wondering now if honey is going to be a thing, because it could totally be a possibility. Granted, that's a lot of honey from one of those guys. Like, there's just giant wells of it up in the redwood trees, I guess. Like, the trees are so overstocked with honey, they start bending and leaning over and shit because it's just too much weight to support. They're also found on rocky cliffs, and they'll swarm around nests in groups and stuff, so you don't want to try and get too close, and they're usually around the queen as well. And if you crack open the nest, obviously, then you get to the queen, and it's not fun. You're gonna have a really bad time, because they're gonna be really, really aggressive. They're saying that in the dossier, like they're going to try and sting your asshole directly, like give you a direct injection to the asshole, and it's gonna be a bad time. Now, they will poison you, it will weaken you, and it will probably drain your stamina as well. It is not barbed, so it can obviously sting multiple times. As you can see, it's not barbed like a normal honeybee, I guess, where they can sting you once, and then they're one-hitter quitters, basically. One stroke and they're done. They would never make it in the porn industry, but hell, they'll make you run for your money if they sting you. Now, what you can do is you can tame the queen, though, and if you have the queen, you have the army, because she commands the army, so hopefully you can maintain her loyalty. And yeah, it's gonna be a bad time. Yeah, this right here, I think there's different tongues. Hang on, there's different things going on with these guys. I'm trying to see now what the deal is. There's something different going on, unless that tongue is all the way up inside the skull, and that's when it comes out like that, and that is actually horrifying if that's how that works. Oh God, why are they adding giant bees to the game? Yep, I called it. So it also says that it has honey. So I called it. There is honey, and it is such a sweet honey that creatures will go towards your traps and find it irresistible. And, well, when you have the queen and it lays eggs and the drones come out, well, they will follow her into battle, and they'll be pretty good for self-defense if you're in a pinch. Now, this guy right here, I'm pretty sure this is the Deodon. Diddly done messed up that sentence. Yeah, this is the Hell's Pig, and I've told you guys already about this guy. It's just a giant oversized pig. You guys gave me a lot of information on it. By the way, if these were actually a thing in like the real world, give me some information, because I'm kind of curious, because I know like the biggest bee we have is like the Japanese hornet thing or something, or some giant freaking, it's like the size of your hand almost and stuff. I saw videos of it on YouTube. You should check it out if you like bugs. I won't be, because I'm not into bugs. I'm not into stinging things. I'm not into anything that can cause pain or harm me, because I am severely allergic to pain. So this guy is an omnivore. He will eat anything you throw him at him. Throw him a boot, he'll eat it. Throw him a steak, he'll eat it. Throw him your face, well, and guess what? He's gonna eat you. He'll probably start with the eyeballs, actually, looking at this guy. It's also really, really, really aggressive if you're around its feeding ground, so don't try and find these guys unless you're ready for a fight and you're ready to try and knock it out. Now, I think one of the things that said in this dossier was that it could heal itself and the rider very fast, and I don't think I agreed with that, because I thought ARK was becoming more mythological and less factual, but when we look at it now, my opinion on it is that it's okay, I guess, because, I mean, like, ARK really isn't about the realism side of it. I'll leave that to the Isle or Sarion or something like that. ARK itself, I guess, is going in a new direction and trying to make more viability in having these creatures in it. Something else I wanted to move into was the tech turrets, which I thought were really interesting because there was only one of these in the dev kit last time. And now that I'm looking, there's actually two, and there's one with the closed butt on it, and then there's one with the open one, and it has more of like a tech feel, I guess, to it. Like, you can see the guns and cannons are all lit up, and on this one, they're not really lit up as much. Now, I don't know if these are different sentry modes that you can use. Like, maybe one will fire normal auto turret bullets, the other one will fire plasma cannon bullets, because, like, you can see there's some kind of different firing mechanism on this compared to on this, which is closed. Or maybe there's armor upgrades and you can just add armor onto them as you see fit. For me, I think I like this one more with the back end looking more tech-like. That's my pick of the two. You guys let me know what you like more and what you'll probably have at your base if these two options are available. I mean, what I think would be cool is if one is a rail cannon and the other one is just a plasma cannon. I think that would be amazing. Or, like, maybe they're looking to adopt the mods that we've seen in the past that I've covered, like the fire turrets, and maybe like some kind of electrical beam turret or something. So maybe this is like a plasma beam turret, and this one is more of a, you know, like pew pew, I'm going to shoot little blue balls at you and you're going to die of sexual frustration, basically. Oh, goddamn, that volcano. That volcano is scary. Like, we're going to run up to that and just see what the deal is with that soon. But for now, I'm going to check out this guy. So this is one of the mid-sized ocean predators, and it is called the Lepleurodon. I think I said that right. You guys told me I've been saying things right lately, and I've been working on it, so I think it's a win-win. What's not a win-win is getting caught in this guy's jaws, because I'd be more scared of this guy than a Sarco, to be honest with you, and Sarcos are pretty freaking terrifying. Either way, this guy hides in reefs, and you're going to find him ambushing prey that's swimming by. It's not very fast to accelerate, which is why it probably ambushes more, and it's about a medium speed creature overall. You don't want to try and chase something that's going to get away from the initial devastating chomp, so I'm assuming what that means is this guy's going to be like a one-hitter quitter, where if it bites once and it kills, great. If it bites once and it kills, or if it bites once and it doesn't kill and the creature can move away, well, I mean, you basically failed your task and you're not eating that meal. Now, what you can use this guy for, too, is packing and stuff. So what do I mean by packing? What I mean is he's really good for collecting oil and all kinds of different rare resources and oysters and stuff like that. So it's good to bring this guy along to, like, let's say you're working on a metal base. This guy is like a must-have, because he'll make you have the possibility to actually get around and, like, carry way more stuff. Like, he can carry the bulk of it for you, I'm assuming. He can also make you live underwater longer, and it's some kind of secretion on the scales of it, or the skin or whatever, where it allows you to process oxygen faster or something like that, so you can stay submerged for, like, longer dives or something like that. You guys let me know some information on it anyways, and if you have any realistic information on this guy too, let me know. Actually, on all of these guys, the last thing I have to check in the dev kit is this thing right here. So this is the tech cloning chamber, and I've spoken to some people about this, and someone told me information on this that I don't know how true it is, and I don't even know if it's out there yet, but apparently this thing will cost a mass amount of resources, and in exchange for those resources or element or whatever, you might be able to clone a creature, but at the same time, there's a chance you'll lose that creature. So it's like a risk versus reward type of situation. If you have your strongest Rex, the best Rex you've ever had, and you want another one of those Rexes, and I don't think it can swap genders either, but if you have like a male Rex and it's like level 5,000, and you want another level 5,000 Rex, well, you run the risk of losing it and a bunch of resources, but at the same time, you could double up and end up having that new cloned Rex as a creature that you can use. So you'd have to use your own discretion, obviously. I don't think, based off the size of this right now, it will be able to do very, very large creatures. I would imagine the Rex is the best, and then the Giga would be like, maybe, wait, what if you tried to clone babies, though? I think that would be a way around that. Like, if you can't get a Giga in this because it's just too big, what if you tried to clone a Giga baby? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a way around it, unless they just make it so you can't do that either. Either way, that's all the stuff I have in the dev kit right now. The volcano itself, moving up to it, I won't be able to actually climb it, so I won't even bother running up to this thing, but it's going to be massive in scale. You guys let me know your thoughts on it, and if you think it will be an actual thing. From what I'm seeing, it's going to be an actual thing, and I'm almost sure I saw something about an eruption. I saw something in the patch notes. I swear, I remember this, and it like stuck with me because I was so excited to make the video. You know, like, yo, this is going to be a thing. Wait a second, they changed the patch notes. Shit, they do that frequently. Either way, let's move into the live game now and check out the Kentrosaurus. All right, so now we're in the live game, and I'm here with the Kentrosaurus. Now, it's listed as a raptor, and that's kind of funny, but this is just a test to see how the model looks in-game, and it looks like it's using the stego animations right now, but I would imagine this is very similar to how it will look in the live version of the game once it comes out. Now, this guy itself won't have anything too special. What about sounds? No sounds, no nothing like that. Does it have an attack? Doesn't have an attack. I have a spike up my ass. That's okay, I guess. I'm not going to complain about having a spike up my ass because, well, at the end of the day, it's the Kentrosaurus, and I wouldn't really want to try and mount this guy anyways and ride him around. You would need one hell of a padded saddle, actually, to do that. But it makes sense either way because in the dossier, it says that this guy is not rideable. I also don't feel like this guy is the scale. I feel like this guy should be bigger. You guys let me know how big the Kentrosaurus was compared to, like, maybe the stego or something. What would have won if those two decided to fight? And why the hell why does he have so many spikes? Like, did someone spike his drink with Viagra? Or like, what's up with all these giant spikes on the back? Like, I don't, he has like the stego's default plates and stuff, but then he has a bunch of horns and he looks menacing. Like, this guy, God, I don't understand it. I don't understand some of these creatures and what the idea is behind having all these spikes. I mean, I wouldn't try and bite him. Like, I wouldn't try and bite him. He'd make a hell of a toothpick, but like, I don't... Oh man, that's a hell of a defense. So in the dossier, it states that this guy is smaller than the stego, so I guess that answers my question right off the bat. I should have just read the dossier first. So it is supposed to be smaller than the dossier, but I feel like this guy would be stronger, or at least more viable to survive, because look at those look at the spikes. Unless those are really sensitive, and they hurt when they get touched, like, at all by even a breeze. In that case, it's a kind of a hindrance. Actually, it also states that, for fact, it is the pound-for-pound champion compared to the Stegosaurus. So attacking this creature itself is going to get you hurt. It's going to hurt to just attack this creature. It's probably going to do damage to your Rex or whatever you use. So they're going to be dangerous, and you don't want to just blindly kill everything in the forest anymore if these guys are going to do that much damage to you. They also pierce armor. So I'm assuming that's player armor or saddles. So they might ignore your dinosaur saddle and do more damage to you that way. And if you have flak armor, well, then they might also puncture your flak armor and do direct damage to you where, well, basically your armor is completely useless. Like, maybe a shield would stand up to it, but your armor's toast. Something interesting, too, that they said about this creature was that it can take down even the largest of predators. So Gigas, would that be a Giga killer? Would this guy completely and totally destroy Gigas? Apparently having a group of these guys around your complex to have them as, like, defense, well, I mean, that's something that's, you want to do that, because it's going to be able to take down very large predators. People attack you with a Rex, you have these guys, well, these guys are probably the ultimate defense. These guys are like the missing barrier between turrets and a wall, I guess, besides a wall that can do damage, and attack a living wall. There we go, we have a living wall defense. But no, you can't ride it. You'll never be able to ride it unless it's a mod. But either way, guys, let me know your thoughts on all the things I've shown you guys here. The volcano was pretty cool. I'm hoping that's a thing I really wanted to erupt, but at the same time, like, I hope people have time to get their bases out of the volcano if they, if they're there. To be honest, I don't think a lot of people like volcano bases anyways, but still, people work hard to make those things. Either way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me some facts on the things that you've seen in this video. And as always, I will see you in the next video.